You lean into it, you let it in. And it is uncomfortable and it is painful and it is very, 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 very scary. But then it moves through and you process it. You find yourself on the other side of it because strength does not come from denying weakness. It comes from the acknowledging of your weakness, the acceptance of your weakness. I won't pretend it's easy or painless. It's fucking painful.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for acknowledging that, Imran. I think this has been such a beautiful conversation. But as I said to you, I think earlier, this is a very valuable conversation. I don't think that enough men have it enough people have it in them to be so honest, so authentic, so real. And so unafraid of putting themselves out there in this way.
Thank you.
We have 3 very quick rapid fire sections now. We come to the really fun parts. I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy it. The first one is a section called Women Want to Know. So I'm going to play a video and it might be someone you know.
Hello, my name is Ira Khan and I have questions for Imran Bhai. How did you become such a sweet, balanced, aware human being? What is the best parenting advice you have ever been given? And what is the best parenting advice you would like to give someone?
Quick answers.
One by one. Okay, she
Yeah.
asked, how did I become so balanced? It comes from a lot of unbalanced also. You see and you taste so much of the unbalanced parts. Lean away from that and lean towards the other thing. That's how. Good natured. I've always been good natured. I've always had a sense of chill, mellow, gentle. Just be and let others be. The best parenting advice I got, which is what I try to inculcate in self, is that we tend to look at children as somehow less than human. We think that because they're small, they don't understand anything.
Yeah.
You'll walk up to a child and go, hey, bacha, bacha, bacha. I don't want you pinching my cheeks, man. Who are you? So people don't respect children's autonomy.
Yeah.
You don't know this uncle, go and hug them. Why are you not hugging them? I don't want to hug you. So, yeah, treat a child as you would treat a human being.
Love that. I also want to take this minute to talk about Ira, who's a fantastic mental health advocate herself. She's spoken so openly about her depression and has a foundation, Nagatsu Foundation, where she's doing some wonderful, wonderful work. And we've also partnered with her at Yuvaa.
So it has been something that she's been very supportive of my journey as well.
I think we've got the answers for this one, so thank you. I think you've done fairly well already in terms of answering quick enough. We have one of my favorite segments of Be a Man Yaar. It's called Kind Shoutouts, and it's where I give you some platitudes and adjectives, and you have to answer a man that comes to your mind when I read out those platitudes. The funniest man you know.
Probably Veer Das.
The sexiest man you know.
For me, it's Viggo Mortensen.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Are you a Lord of the Rings fan?
Huge Lord of the Rings fan. Generally, everything that Viggo Mortensen does, man, as an actor.
Your 3 a.m. friend.
My 3 a.m. friend would be my friend Wasim. He's the guy who will show up at 3 a.m. Like, hey man, I'm stuck out here. He's like, don't worry, bro, I'm there.
Lovely. Who's the most sensitive man you know?
My dad, I think, is a very sensitive and evolved guy. He's sensitive to how a person might think, how a person might feel. He's not he's very considerate towards whomever he engages with. Very balanced and very non-judgmental.
That's really sweet. The most handsome man, according to you.
My fandom of Anil Kapoor has been growing a lot in recent years.
I love that answer.
I've been so impressed with what he's doing in the last couple of years. I watched him in this series, The Night Manager.
Yeah.
He is putting in more than he was. His craft has grown even more than it was. That's incredible. That's admirable.
Who is a man whose hard work you admire a lot?
That would be Amir. I've worked with him up close and personal. It's staggering. It's absolutely staggering. I mean, everyone else will just collapse and fall down. from absolute exhaustion, and he keeps going and going and going. I've worked, double shifts with him, where he has shot through the day, I have shot through the day, then we've shot through the night for various promotional things, all during Jane Tu interview stuff, or all of this. And I'm dead. I'm exhausted. I'm done. Nothing. He's like, all right, next thing, back off to set. It's terrifying to watch him work.
Warmest hugger?
I've got two great buddies in my life, Wasim and Akshay. Wasim, who I mentioned as my 3 a.m. friend, Akshay Oberoi. He's a friend of mine who's been there through a lot of my darkest times.
Sweet.
He's a friend upon whose shoulder I have cried a lot, without a sense of, awkwardness and shame, that I can weep on his shoulder and he'll hug me and say, hey man, it's okay, I'm here.
That's really sweet. A man with the best riz game.
I've always found Saif to be extremely charming, and
I've heard this again and again.
yeah, he's got this like suave charm that I've always found very cool.
A man who makes you feel safe.
Again, I'd say my dad.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Is there a man who you think is a green flag in cinema right now?
For me, it was Shah Rukh in a lot of ways.
Of course.
Because his portrayal in DDLJ, where in the second half of the film he shows up at this girl's house, and he takes on this role that is the traditionally female role of, he's like, I'm helping with the shadi. I'll take mithai here and I'll put decorations up over there. And even at the end, finally, when it comes to physical conflict, he's not fighting the guys. He's like, I won't. And the fact that at the end of the film, rather than taking the girl and running off, he says, I will win the hearts of this entire family. One by one, I will win their hearts. I found that to be refreshing and very, very, very moving and exciting when I first saw the film.
I think that's a great answer. I would agree. We now have a final section. This is a section that I love because it lights up the room every single time. It's a segment called Men Complimenting Men, presented by the Man Company. So we have a compliment jar for you, which is some compliments from men who've been writing on your Instagram, who've been commenting some really sweet things.
Okay.
And you just have to pick them up and react to them.
Okay. Okay, I know this one. This is no hate, but you should be more careful with what you post. Pretty sure it's against the community guidelines to look this fine. Well, thank you. I haven't been flagged yet. Zayden Music says, so honest and unfiltered, Imran not only shares stories through his films, but also embodies authenticity. While the world is lost in fame, money and power, his perspective towards life is just so refreshing and inspiring. I pray that he continues to find joy and love in his craft. Godspeed. That's a very sweet thought. Thank you, Zayden Music. Very kind words. Thank you. Veer Das. 3 of us shared a van situation for a year of our lives. I've seen the 2 of you now in your underwear more than I've seen any other man before or since. It's probably true. So while we were making Delhi Belly, the 3 of us just really hit it off.
Yeah.
Our vibe was great. And so while technically we had separate sections to the makeup van, we would always kind of just hang out together in one. So as a result, whenever we're doing costume changes, I have embarrassing photos of Veer Das and Kunal Roy Kapoor, some of which I cannot share in public. Kunal, if you're watching, I have those photographs, and I'd be willing to sell them to you for the right price. Call me. Really want you to direct a masterpiece like this on Mission Moon. It's one of the best short films I saw by an Indian director. Wow, thank you. My short film Mission Mars, which was such a passion project for me, I can't tell you how much I loved that.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share.